Of CF students, we are glad that you're here with us today. My name is Jonathan, and I get the privilege of being one of the pastors, and you made it to the last CF students of 2020. You made it. We're glad that you're here. Here's what I got to know. I got to know what your favorite Christmas present was of this year. What your favorite Christmas present was. Go ahead and humble brag in the chat. Add it in the chat. Let us know what your favorite Christmas present is, because we have some prizes coming up for you a little bit later. It's going to be great. My favorite was I got one of those massage guns. Like one was like that. I got one of those, and it is awesome. Also, tonight's going to be awesome. We got some special guests in the house. We got a panel. We got some surprises. You do not want to miss it. You want to stay tuned. It's going to be a great night. But here's what I need from you. 3 things. The first is to smash that like button. Hit that like button right now. The second one is to comment. Throughout the night, we're going to ask you to comment. Make sure you're commenting all the way through. And the last one is to share it. Share it like you just don't care, right? Share it. It's going to be a wonderful night. Now, I think I want to throw it to my man Terrel first. No, Terrel, you in the house, bro? Is Terrel in the house?
Yeah, I'm in the house.
You here, bro?
Yo, what it do,
what
kiddos?
It do?
How you guys doing today? Welcome to my awesome show. It's called Toat with Terrel and Hannah.
And Hannah.
And Hannah. Hannah, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
So good, so good. Hey, how was 2020?
You know, it was a little rough, but we made it through, and I learned a couple things.
What you learned, girl?
Okay, I learned 3 things. Number 1, I learned that I can knit. I learned how to knit.
Okay.
Okay, I can only do a straight line.
Okay. Well.
I can only do a straight line, so I can make you a scarf.
Oh.
I'll make you a scarf. Second thing I learned is that I can sleep 14 hours and still be tired when I wake up.
Wow, that's not good.
Something's wrong. I don't know what it is. Third thing that I learned is that because of the first 2 things I learned, I think I'm an old woman.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not going to tell anybody my age or anything, but
don't do that.
Something going on.
Don't do that. Guess
What'd you learn?
Oh, I learned a whole bunch of dances from TikTok.
Oh, let me see.
I got one. This is my best one. You ready?
Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
But that's all I got. I can't get too high.
Hey, we want to know what you learned in 2020. So put it in the chat. What is the coolest thing you learned? I don't think it's cooler than knitting, but hey.
It could be cooler than TikTok
Tell
dances,
us what you got.
But guess what? We're going to start this show right. So guess what? We're going to be cooking. All right? And so, Hannah, what are we cooking today?
We were going to be cooking some toast.
Oh, that's right. Easy toast, too.
Easy
and I bet
toast.
you guys know how to do it.
You can do it.
Middle schoolers, ask your mom to do it, all right? Permission first. Ask your mom. All right, so Hannah, get the toast.
The bread.
Oh, the bread.
Get the bread.
Get the bread.
Got the bread. First ingredient.
First ingredient. All right, and so I'm going to get a bread. Let me show you how you guys get a bread. First of all, you get the bread, all right? It's from Walmart, all right? When
Simple
shopping.
white toast. My favorite is honey wheat.
Huh?
Honey wheat. It's a little sweet, little crunchy.
Huh?
You know? Honey wheat.
Okay.
That's my favorite kind.
This gets your regular bread. This gets don't only read. This gets your regular bread. All right. Just get any type of bread, toast. If you have waffles, get that. Just get that. All right. Get waffles. All right. So first you're gonna take the toast. You're gonna look at it, smell it a little bit, smell it a little bit, you know. And then the second you're gonna drop it in. Oh! Look at that! Hey!
Mine's a little sideways.
It's a little sorry, but we
okay.
killed it.
It's okay if it's sideways. It's okay.
We killed that. All right. And then you're just gonna turn that baby on.
That's
all right, and so
That's
it
all
may
you gotta
take
do?
you like a little bit, like 2 to like 5 minutes. But since ours is like super fast, ours is like done like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one
Ours
really
is
popped
done
out.
just like that.
Nice
All
and
right.
crispy.
And so right now, I'm going to kick it back because we got more games. And I think my dog, Baby Jonathan, are you there?
Yo, I'm here, but you need to put that toast in a little bit longer, fam. Don't nobody like toast like that. I don't want it crunchy. I just want it crispy. You know what I'm saying? Just toasted enough. Make sure you're grabbing your toast, whether it's toaster strudels, Pop-Tarts, waffles, whatever it is, grab it, because at the end of the night, we're going to do something special together. And I'm loving the responses that we're getting right now on YouTube. My man Nick said he got drums for Christmas. You got drums, fam? I'm over here getting socks, and you got a whole drum set? Somebody need to recruit you for CF worship team. That's all I'm saying. I got somebody else that said they got winter pajamas. Yo, I don't know what good winter pajamas is in Florida because it was like 90 degrees, but I feel that. We're glad you're joining us today. We are going to start off with the game, and I got some panelists with me, some friends of mine. Right here to my left is Nelly, and then we have Caleb, and we have my man Kevin, and here's what we did. We decided to poll all of our student pastors, and we've asked them, what is your New Year's resolution? And so we've got all of their answers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say the answers. I'm going to call on one of you, and you have to guess which student pastor said that as an answer, and you got to comment below which one you think it is there. All right, I'm looking at comments right now. So the first one is this. This student pastor said for 2021, they want to go viral on TikTok. 2021, go viral on TikTok. Who do you think that is, Caleb? Who do you think it is?
An easy one like that?
That's not easy. Who do you think it is, bro?
All right, listen.
Wait.
I think that Pastor Antonio is the guy who has to go viral on TikTok.
Pastor Antonio.
Okay, hear me out. So Kate already went viral on TikTok, right?
His wife did, yeah.
So I would think that he needs to go viral.
All right, who do y'all think? I want to know who you think went viral. Who thinks they want to go viral. I got somebody saying John A., Pastor Daniel. All right, the answer is actually Antonio. You cheated. You did good, though. You did good. I don't know how you got it, but you did good. All right, I got the second one. I hope you're ready for the second one. Here's the second one. This person says that they want a tattoo, a whole sleeve on their arm that says New Year, New Me, JK. All right, a tattoo on their arm, New Year, New Me, JK. It wasn't me. I kind of think it's Caleb. Who do you think it is? Nelly, I'm going to have you go ahead and guess. A whole sleeve.
We're talking about
a whole sleeve. New Year, New Me,
sleeve.
JK. New Year, New Me.
Okay, well, that kind of sounds like a dad joke.
Ooh,
and I'm
like
thinking of the dads
Antonio,
on
Pastor
our team.
Daniel. Uh-huh.
Congratulations, Antonio.
Hey.
I think it's Ryan McDermott.
Ryan
Yeah.
McDermott.
He already has tattoos, so
okay.
I mean,
all right, let me see what we got here. We got people saying Pastor Ashley. We got people saying Joy. Everyone's saying Joy. They think it's Joy.
Joy has tattoos.
That's a good guess. The answer is Pastor Ryan. We're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2 right now. Y'all are really good at this, all right? We got a couple more. Here. All right. This next person said this. Kevin, I'm going to you with this one, all right? This next person said they want to cultivate the confidence of Kanye West, all right? They want to cultivate the confidence of Kanye West. Who do you think any student pastor on any campus would say something like that? Cultivate. Go ahead and add it in the comments. Add what you're thinking.
Y'all need to help me out with this one. 'Cause
Someone said Joe.
Guessing.
They all said Caleb. They said bruh. Caleb. They said Dakota.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to ride with Caleb.
You gonna say
I'm
Caleb?
going to ride with Caleb. I'm going to ride with Caleb.
The answer is Joy Lopez.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. Joy Lopez is
Man,
the real person.
I should have thought about that. Yeah.
Look, all right, I'm going to do one more, and I'm throwing it to you, Caleb, all right? This is the last one. This person said, there's a couple of these that are hilarious. This person said, I'm going to go vegan for 6 months and inevitably give up. I'm going to go vegan for 6 months and inevitably
do that?
give up. I don't know, but it sounds like real life because anyone who's tried it is very difficult. What do you think? What do you think? Add it in the chat. We got somebody said Pastor Hannah for sure. Somebody said Carly, Chloe. Why they
Okay.
girls like
all
this
right,
messed up?
all right. Let's see. I'm in between Chloe or Hannah.
Okay.
Help me in the chat. Where we at?
They're saying Chloe. They're saying go
Chloe.
$20.
I'm going Chloe. I'm going Chloe.
Going Chloe. All right. The answer is, drum roll please, for our last one is Hannah. It was actually Hannah. That was good. CF students, great job. I love the New Year's resolution. We're going to talk about it more a little bit later, but right now, I'm going to throw it to my man, Terrel. Terrel, are you still there? Do you got more toast? What's going on right now?
Yeah.
Bro?
So I don't got no more toast, but guess what I got? I got an awesome mystery box, and we got some guesses who's going to tell us what's in the box, all right? So I'm going to have like 3 people come up, and they're going to ask, or they're going to like look, or not look, but like try to feel what's in the box, all right? And so our first guest is Mr. Caleb. Woo. Mr. Caleb, what up, dude, baby? How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you. You know.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do, right, is turn around, like right now.
I can just.
Yeah. Stop peeking. Turn around. My awesome assistant, Hannah, put something in the box, doll.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna warn you. It could be a bug, and I hate bugs, so I'm gonna stand right here.
Nah,
All right, you can turn around now.
Nah.
You can turn around now.
You said it was a bug.
I hate bugs too, so turn around.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the man without fear.
He's sweating though. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
What is that?
I don't know. That's why I'm scared.
No, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I know, it's scary. I'm scared now.
What is happening?
Leave a comment on the chat, guys.
I think I know what it is.
What is it?
At first, it scared me because it was furry, but I think it's a kiwi.
Ooh, is it a kiwi?
Hey, you got it out!
Great job. I'm so proud of you. So
All
proud of you.
right, that's awesome.
I'll take this awesome kiwi, cook it at home. Hey. With the toast, baby. All right, next we got our awesome. She can sing, she can dance. Her name is Nelly.
Dance.
Oh, yeah, girl, yes, you can. Listen. She can dance. All right, Nelly, same thing with Caleb. I need you to turn around. Don't get scared. It could be a raccoon.
Scared. A raccoon?
Or here's the best part. It could be a Tesla from Jonathan. It could be a Tesla.
You got a Tesla?
We'll pray about it. All right, you can turn around.
Okay.
Turn around. Don't look.
Do you like my haircut?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Are you lying? Oh no, everyone's laughing. Now I'm scared.
I know. It's kind of.
You guys
It looks weird.
doing this.
All right, you can turn back around. All right. You about to freak out. I know you're about to freak out. So you can do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Guys, leave a comment.
I'm really short. I don't think my
Oh,
arms
you got
are going
this,
to be
girl.
long enough.
Listen, if you
Stop! I'm so scared.
I'm a freak. If you scream, I scream. Listen, it's going to happen.
You guys are all laughing and it scares me.
It scares me.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Okay, wait a second. Is this just like a slime, like the hand thingy?
Oh, you're touching it. Ew, that's
Is it
disgusting.
the hand thingy?
Ew, you're
Is it
touching
like the little like slime? I don't know what it's called.
a slinky or something?
Why are you not afraid right now?
I'm actually really. Can I take it out?
Yeah, you can take it out.
It's the little squishy hand.
Yeah, you're just don't touch me with that.
Ew! You guys got it in the form of like
Yeah.
a bug.
Yeah, don't. All right, get out.
It's my pet now.
All right, and so last but not least, we got an awesome person. He can sing. He can play basketball. He played basketball with LeBron James. Give it up for baby Kevin. Yo, what up, baby Kevin? How you doing?
Super scared.
So, I know, I'm scared too. I'm over here sweating. Yo, this last one is a doozy, all right? Now this one, it could be a Tesla from Jonathan,
I'll take that.
or it could be a bug, like actually like live.
I don't do bugs.
I don't do bugs too. That's why you're doing this, and I'm not. So I need you to turn around, and guys, leave a comment. If you're freaked out, let me know, because I'll be freaked out too. All right. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Because, I'm about to leave, dog. That thing, and it's moving.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you got this, bro.
Okay.
You got this. You got this. All right. Put your hands in, and guys, leave a comment.
Guys, this is tough.
Yeah,
tough.
it's tough for me. It's tough for me. I'm not even playing this tough.
It better not bite. It better not bite.
Listen, if it bites, just let me know, and I'll leave. You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
I'm telling you,
I just need you to touch it.
I'm really scared of these games.
Bro, me too. That's why I'm not playing. I'm the host. 2, 1. Oh, okay. Time is up. Time's up. This is what you missed out.
Okay.
You were
It was
scared.
pretty rough.
You was scared. He was scared. Look at him, scared. But thank you for coming on my show. Thank you for coming on the show. But guess what, guys? We have an awesome message from our peeps. So give it back to Baby Jonathan.
Yeah.
Baby Jonathan.
Yo, that was great. That's how some of y'all treated 2020. Y'all was like, oh no. It's a great day to be a host. I didn't do any of that. We are glad that you're joining us. I got my wonderful panel here. Miss Hannah has joined us as well. And we're going to talk about a couple of things today as we start to look ahead to 2021. But first, I got to ask this question about a New Year's resolution. Maybe you've had a New Year's resolution before, and maybe you've broken it. So here's what I want to know. Has anyone ever had a New Year's resolution fail? And what's the quickest New Year's resolution fail that you've had? Caleb, I'm going to you first. What you got?
Okay. So one year I said that I was going to read a book, right? I was going to read more books and all that kind of stuff. And actually what happened was I still haven't read a book, unless Dr. Seuss counts.
My man read 0 books. Dr. Seuss does count, my man. It counts. That's all I read nowadays. Anyway, I would have to say for me, it was this one year I decided I was not going to have any sweets for 21 straight days at the beginning of the year, right? So I'm going sweet free. I'm not doing any of that stuff. And I found myself at my friend's house. Now, do you have that friend that always has snacks? You know what I'm talking about? Always got the Capri Suns, always got the chips. That you know what I'm talking about, right? If you are that friend, you're the real MVP, right? I'm at my friend's house, and we're talking, chatting, hanging out, playing video games, and then I find myself just right? Without even thinking about it. And it got so much that I started having the Oreos in my mouth, and I was like, I done dropped down 8 Oreos before I even knew it. And I was like, bro, I'm not supposed to eat these. And he was like, well, you done already started. Half the sleeve is gone. And he gave it to me. And so I restarted a week later. I was like, I want to eat the rest of these Oreos. And then he brought the milk out. Anyway, someone else. I want to hear Hannah. I'm going to go to you. New Year's resolution. Quickest one you had to fail.
All right. So as we learned earlier, I one time decided that I was going to go vegan. And what had happened was I watched one of those scary documentaries where they show you like how they kill the animals. And I was like, oh, I can't do it anymore. Like, I have to be vegan. I'm becoming a vegan. And so I bought all of the groceries, which were expensive. It's expensive to be vegan. And I bought all my groceries. And about 2 days into it, I could not stop thinking about chicken wings. Like, straight, I couldn't stop thinking about chicken wings, and so I went to the store and I bought chicken wings, and I only lasted 2 days as a vegan.
Oh, dang. Chicken wings. Right now, favorite chicken wing spot right now.
Publix hot and spicy.
Yo, Publix hot and spicy be smacking, though. Listen,
it's
crunchy. It's crunchy. It got it. Mine is Wingstop. You got a better one. I mean, it's Buffalo Wild Wings stop. You're no longer in this conversation. All right. Here's the deal. Before we look ahead at 2021, I would love to think back to 2020 and kind of review it and say, what are some lessons that we've learned in 2020? There's been some highs, some lows, but we look back, we can say there's some things we can pull out of that and say, this is what God's taught me. And so I'm going to ask our panelists, what's one lesson you learned in 2020? And I'm going back to you with the Publix wings. Hopefully that's not the lesson. Tell us what's something you learned in 2020.
Yeah, so I thought 2020 was going to be my year. Like, I thought all of my dreams were going to come true. Everything that I've been praying for years were going to happen in 2020. And looking back now, none of it happened. And I found myself in another season of waiting. And I found myself just waiting and not really being energetic, not really like knowing what to do next. And I was reading in the book of Isaiah, in chapter 40, verse 31, it says that those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. And when I read that, I was a little bit confused because when I was waiting, I was not strengthened at all. Like, I was exhausted in the middle of my waiting, and I just came to realize that really what I was waiting for was the outcome that I've been praying for. It was the circumstance that I wanted to happen, the situation that I wanted to happen, and it wasn't really waiting in the Lord. And so, students, I want to encourage you tonight that there's strength in your waiting, but you have to put your trust in the Lord. You have to hope in the Lord first, and not in a circumstance, not in an outcome, not in a situation, but only in Him.
That's so good. The truth is, waiting takes trust. Like, it just does. When you're waiting on God, you're waiting on this idea of like, I thought I was going to have it by now, but I don't, and I don't understand why. And in those moments, you have to trust the character of God, that God knows the end from the beginning. He knows exactly what you're going through, exactly how life has been for you, and you can trust Him. So I hope as you look back at 2020, you've been able to say like, yo, I can trust God. So we're going to go to our next panelist, and I'm going with Nelly for this one. Why don't you tell us something that you learned in 2020?
Yeah, so I'm sure we can have so many lessons come out of 2020, but for me, I learned to appreciate my family. I think back when I was a teenager, and all I wanted to do, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, all I wanted to do was to go out and hang out with my friends, get my own car, have my freedom, do whatever I wanted. But and that happened at least for me. And then and then the busyness of life came in, and I grew up. I went to college. I had a job, and my family was kind of at the bottom of my list of priorities. And when COVID happened, I quickly asked myself, questions of like, if my family were impacted by this virus, would they know how much I love them? Wow. Would they know how much I appreciate them? And I asked myself, do I show them enough appreciation? Do I spend enough time with them? Am I intentional with my time when I hang out with them? And so I've just learned to truly appreciate and hang out with my family.
Wow, I mean, that is so important, and what a heart check, right? Like, sometimes we take people for granted. Like, people who are closest to us are often the people that we don't spend the most time with or we don't really honestly care about. And I think this whole year has really helped us to take a moment to breathe and say, who really matters in my life, and am I demonstrating care to them? And you know, it becomes even difficult because at some point, I'm sure you were cooped up in the house with those very people. But this idea that we need to tell the people that we love the most that we actually love them and we care for them and spend time with them. And I think that is such an important lesson learned from 2020 and to take into the next year. The next person I'm going with is Kayla. Kayla, why don't you tell us something that you feel like God's taught you in 2020?
So 2020 is a big year, right? And I don't know if anybody is like me, but I love National Geographic. I love Animal Planet. Like, I love Planet Earth, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's so much fun because you get to see all these animals in their, like, natural habitats, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, the smallest ant, you can see every single thing that they do because the cameraman, like, zooms in super close, right? Yeah. And so small flex, like, I got a big TV, so when I see those ants, I'm like, those are big ants. And I'm like, yo, if those are real, I'm out. Like, I'm packing my things, I'm gone. Jesus, take me now. But honestly, the only reason that they were so big is because the focus was on the ants, right? Yeah. Because we know the ants are super small. Yeah. And so for me, what I've kind of learned is that our problems are only as big as our focus is on it. And so our problems could be really small, or they could even be big. But at the end of the day, they're not bigger than our God. And if our focus is on our God, everything else seems smaller.
Yeah, that is so good to just think to ourselves about this. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on all the loss or all the lack or what you don't have of 2020? And if you do, all that's going to happen is that's going to continue to zoom in, and it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you choose in 2021 to focus on God, you start to see that all those things are small in comparison to Him. That no matter what's happened in 2020, what will happen in 2021, if you focus on Him, He will give you the strength that you need, and you'll see everything else is small in comparison to Him. That's really good. And that's really good to look back on Him for 2020. Now let's look forward to 2021. And I want to ask this question, which is, how can we make 2021 a win for us? How can we make 2021 a win? And I'm going with you, Nelly.
Yeah, so definitely being intentional with your time. I feel like I can speak for a lot of us and even our students watching at home. We might have wasted a bit of too much time on social media or on Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, all these other streaming services. And we might have not been intentional with our time. So I think for me, for sure, moving into 2021 is just asking the question, God, what is it that you want me to do with my time?
Yeah, I think that's so good. Remember at the beginning of COVID when everyone was like, you're in lockdown. If you don't write a book by the end of it, you've wasted all your time, right? We had all these huge goals like, I'm going to be home. I'm going to get all my sleep in. And all you did was stay up till 3 o'clock every night, right? We have these moments where we have these opportunities ahead of time looking at these moments. But the truth is, when it comes time to it, we don't use our time wisely. And one of the things that we usually associate with money is this thing called stewardship. And stewardship really means to take good care of what's been given to you. And I'm curious of how 2021 could look so much different if we began to be great stewards of things like our time. So I want to encourage you, as you're looking ahead, to be thinking about what your time looks like next year and how you can be a great steward of that. So we're going to ask this question again. Looking at 2021, what's one way that this can be a great win? And I think I'm going to go with Caleb for this one.
So for 2021, I've been kind of like learning, and God's kind of been working with me right now, teaching me some lessons for 2021. And the lesson that I've been learning is first time obedience, right? And so I don't know about y'all, but I do this a lot, and I'm like, God, I don't really know if I want to do that right now. Like, and he's like, Caleb, like, I love you. I want you to do this. I know what's best for you. And I'm like, but God, don't you know that Netflix is actually taking The Office off in January 1? Like, that's not okay, right? God, I got priorities. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I know that God is the one who knows what's best for me. Period. And so he's asking me, and he's inviting us to take that first step of obedience, right? Not just putting it off till later, because later is not better. What's best is what God has for you right now, right?
That's so good. I once heard someone say that delayed obedience is disobedience. And just thinking about that is just something that many times God asks us to do something, or even our parents ask us to do something, or siblings, and we're like, nah, I'll wait, or when I finish doing this, or and I think there are some missed opportunities by us not doing immediately what God asks us to do in the moment. And I can only imagine how many opportunities I had in 2020 that I really just missed because I was like, I'll get to that later. And here's what I want to encourage you with is in 2021, as you're looking at God and looking forward to the things that he's requesting and asking for you to do, I want to encourage you to be obedient and be obedient immediately, quickly, because I think there's a blessing and I think there's some opportunities that we gain because of those. So last person we're going to ask this to is my man, Kevin. Kevin, why don't you tell us, as you're looking ahead at 2021, tell us how we can win.
Yeah, well, to continue off of that kind of train of thought, right? Like, first time obedience, like being good stewards. I think that, man, I don't know. Hey, guys, be honest, right? Be honest. If you were to look at my calendar in the beginning of 2020, it would look more blank than the white bread that they were cooking up earlier. Like, it would be like super, super blank, right? Super, super blank. But, like, I mean, really thinking about us entering into 2021 now, it's like, it's kind of mind-blowing because it's been the longest year, but at the same time, it's been the quickest. I mean, look where we're at right now. I mean, we're not too far off from the beginning of 2021, and I started to think, and man, like God, what are you trying to show me? And I think it's so important, like the thing that I've learned to prepare me for 2021, because I don't want to miss out. I think there are so many times that during this 2020 season that I've caught myself like letting time go. Like, it was just week after week, month after month. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, I'm about to start 2021. And, like, every single year we start off with new resolutions, new ideas, new goals, new hopes. But, like, do I get to them? Like, do I have the time? Because, to be honest, I think this year has given us more time than what we thought, right? We spent, I mean, let's be honest. We spent so much time being like, if I only had more time to do this, if I had the chance to do that, but guess what? Like, we started doing school from home. We started, some of us working from home. Like, everything was from, like, our isolated space. And there was more free time. And I think, like, going into 2021, it's so crucial, like you mentioned, Jonathan, being good stewards of our time, like making intentional moments. And this is the thing that I receive, right? It's not only good for me personally, like for me to be on top of my stuff, for me to get assignments done, but what I realize the most, that it's so important because I really allow God to do work in me. Right? Because I'm not like chasing after like what the moment is, God. Like, God has made me a promise saying that he knows the purpose for my life and he has the plans already, you know, and like I really want to go after it. I really do want to go after it. And I don't want to let 2021 go by not going after it, by just letting time fly. One thing that I've learned is that, you know, I think sometimes we think that money is the biggest like resource currency, but I think time is more valuable than money. Because guess what? Money can go. I can go spend a fat check right now getting a new outfit, right? But guess what? I can get hired at Mickey D's. You know, get that money that I once spent, but with time you can't get it back. Right? Like, it's not something that I can go into a vending machine and like, hey, can I get 5 more minutes? Right? Or can I get back in March, June, July, August of this last year that maybe I didn't take advantage of the time that was there. But can I tell you, students, that like 2021, God wants to do something special in your life. Like, he has so much in store for all of us here in this room, but for you specifically, he has something in store so grand that I'm telling you that if we let by the flow of life, we might just sometimes miss it. Right?
Yeah.
And, that's just something that we definitely want to go after.
Yeah, I think that is so important to what we all face, because the truth is the clock is ticking, right? So 2020 is already coming to an end. I think you said something that was important. You started thinking it was going to be a long year, and as you're looking through, you're like, this is the longest year ever. Like, it felt like March was the longest year ever, right? But then you get to the end, you're like, that went by so fast. I didn't even know. I had so much that I thought I could do. But I want to encourage you to be mindful and intentional and a great steward of your time this upcoming year. Not just of your time, but of your moments. How are you focused on the moments that God's given you? I think one of the greatest things that you can do with your moments is making sure early in the morning or at some time in your day you are focused on your first 15. I think saying that if you get into God's word, if you're reading the Bible, if you're praying, if you're worshiping, 5 minutes of each, I think that's the thing that sets you up, like he was talking about, sets you up, prepares you for what's coming next. When I was playing football in high school, when we were playing inside linebacker, one of the things that they tell you, which is just a position that's kind of in the middle of the field, is they tell you to always be prepared. So they'll tell you, get on your toes. And it's like this opportunity that if you're not ready, if you're not on your toes, someone's going to come by and hit you, and you're not going to be prepared whatsoever. And I guess I would say to you, how are you going to be on your toes this upcoming year? What are some ways you're going to be focused on the things that God wants to do in your life? Because if you're not focused, if you're not intentional, if you're not mindful of these moments and these times that you have left, you'll let it pass by, and you'll miss opportunities for God to use you. And you'll look back on this upcoming year the same way you look back on this year, saying, missed opportunities, missed moments. But if you are intentional, you'll look back and say, man, God used me in a way I couldn't even imagine that he could have used me. And I believe that for you. And we all believe that for you as well. I hope you got your toast ready, whether it's waffles, toast, whatever it may be. Big Pop-Tarts, because my man, Terrel, is in the house. He's coming to join us. What up, Terrel?
Yo. So, for those people who said that my toast is like white, no, I made toast. Okay?
Toast, you got us some
I made
toast.
us toast.
You like toast, bro?
I love toast.
I want you to rap about it.
All right,
right now.
Let's go. Hey, I'm your host. I made some toast.
Hey,
some of you guys are doing the most.
Oh, that's good. Grab your toast. Grab your toast. Whatever you got, grab it. The host with the most, because y'all, the toast is on point. It does look good. You did good with these. I'm gonna switch with this one. Now I'm gonna switch with this one.
Okay.
All right, it's kind of soft. I'm kind of confused.
Well,
anyway,
I think Mr. Caleb has something to say.
Oh, what you guys say, Caleb? What you guys say?
I hope that your 2021 is not as busted and crusted as this toast.
All right. Get your toast. Get your toast. Don't let it be busted. Don't let me crust it. We're going to put it in. Go ahead and put it in towards the screen, whether it's on the TV, whether it's on your phone, whatever it is, put it in, and we're going to toast it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Toast it! Listen, we got Vibe coming up next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, it's online. If you are on campus, free Chick-fil-A sandwiches for everyone. For everyone. You want to make sure that you are there for that, because it's going to be awesome. I hope your 2020 was great and your 2021 is better. See ya.